All right, van update. Here it is. We have gotten all the walls and ceilings up, carpeted, mounted, fans installed. We are ready to mount the bed, but just quick, just to sort of tap into some things that need to be addressed. We definitely are going to be running some kind of trim in between the seams, but we're waiting on that because we're going to be, putting a bunch of built-ins over here, so it'll cover most of it. So there's no reason to do trim work until everything else is in. In particular, up here where this electric wiring channel is, we're going to have some kind of slanted piece that goes down the whole entire thing. I also need to trim out the 3 lights. This light right here, I kind of messed up the cut on this, but we'll trim that light out. And then, of course, we'll trim this light out. And then we definitely need to figure out what to do with this little back area. I don't know what the story is there yet, but we're not going to overthink that right now. And then, yep, this side's done. And then this is where the second part of the kitchen, we'll have a countertop against the wall behind me, but most of the kitchen is going to be here. I talked about this a little bit in the last video. So we've left this all exposed because the whole idea is going to have to fold into the kitchen plan. And then we'll finish that light out there and then trim above this. And then we just need some finished pieces. This transition actually ended up being pretty good. But we'll probably put a transition there. And then, of course, the 3 floor transitions are still, I've mentioned it again in a video, that need to be finished out there, and the back transitions. So they're temporarily there, those sort of silver transitions, but we want to do better with those. Okay, we did build tops for the wheel well boxes, but they didn't turn out so well. They're a little thin, so we're cutting new ones. I'm gonna drop those in. But no pressure on that. And then, yep, the fan is installed. It is working. We have the finished trim with that. And then we've got our solar from the roof running through these 2 grommets here. And then this is just a temporary wire we've run from the ceiling fan I mentioned before to a 12-volt that plugs into a 12-volt connector there, a little cigarette lighter, until we get that hardwired. So that is all done. What we're going to do next is we're going to mount the bed today. We're going to run a temporary strip across this here so we can line up in front of this 1x6. We built we installed 1x6, a pretty strong bolted in piece behind this area on both sides, and we will mount these hanger brackets that are somewhere. They're right here. So these brackets get hung on the wall like this, and then each one of these, or each pair of them, hold a telescoping steel support beam. This thing here, telescoping means it expands and contracts to the right width, and then these clips on the end will sit in those. So we have 4 of these that will span the width of the van with those support braces. The first one will be in the where the wheel well begins, and then the last one will come almost to the back of the van, 2 in the middle. Then we'll put a platform on top of that, and then we have the mattress. It's kind of shrink wrap right now. We don't want to open it because it'll explode. We have our mattress ready to go, full-size bed. So that should be in today. And then, yeah, we'll be able to sleep in the van tonight. All right, if we get that done, maybe we'll put on the solar on the roof, but one thing at a time. So here we go.